Welcome back to Around the Track with our guest, Lewis Hamilton. I mentioned Michael Schumacher, 7 championships. How much does that motivate you? How much of a goal is that of trying to tie or beat that record of 7 championships?
Honestly, it's never been a focus of mine. My goal was always, as a kid, Ayrton was the one for me. He's the guy that I felt like I related to, and he was the guy that I was like, yeah, I want to do something like him. And then I equaled him a couple of years ago, which was weird.
That had to be mine.
It was just so weird, and still today it doesn't even feel real. And then I'm embarking on the 5th now, which is crazy. But it's crazy because once I got to Formula One, I was thinking, how great would it be to win a world championship? And then you get the 1, and it's almost like, because Michael had 7, so you have to have multiple. So then I was chasing Ayrton, and now I've surpassed that. I still feel young. I'm still enjoying it, and I feel like I'm driving better than ever. So let's see how far that goes. But just when people are bringing up, oh, you've equaled Michael's qualifying times, amount of poles, for example, that was very strange for me as well, because growing up watching Michael and his success was incredible. What he achieved, and he's still so far ahead on everything, on titles and on race wins. So I don't know. I think right now I'm just trying to focus on the present and enjoying the racing and the championships that I'm in, because I don't know how long I'm going to go for.
Yeah. I mean, when you're, focused in the moment and you're just pushing, and they say to you, no, you got to go, faster in this sector or in that sector. Somebody's, a little bit better here or there. I mean, how do you just stay so laser focused and stay motivated to figure out how you're going to find it in that one spot or around the whole track?
Honestly, when I've done a lap, I often know where. I have suspicions of where I was losing a bit of time here or there, and so I'm able often to go out and find the time myself. But it is in the short space of time that you have. You only have a few laps, whatever it may be. It's always good to have pointers. So they're like, oh yeah, this sector 2 is where you're down. You're losing the 10th. I was like, I know immediately in sector 2 where that time is. So I've got to go and find it. It's not so easy to go and always find it, but I know where it is. But chasing it, you have to compromise in one corner for the other. I love that challenge, so I don't shy away from it.
Something that's always amazed me about Formula One, the technology. In NASCAR, I think I had 2 buttons on the steering wheel. Everything else is on the dash, and you don't even have to worry about those. Flip them on one time and you're done.
Yeah.
You guys, I mean, is there a playbook? I mean, how do you learn everything that's on there and know how to adjust from one corner in one short stretch to the next? Like in Singapore, it's unbelievable to me when I'm watching that and seeing, especially you, and how much you're adjusting.
Yeah, there isn't a playbook, and it's I look at year upon year. You try different things, and some things worked, some things didn't. So, like for example, here in Mexico, I look at what I did last year through qualifying and things that I struggled with, and I take them on board. But when I get in the car tomorrow, for example, it's like you're discovering it again, because the car is faster. There's different bumps in different places each year. The track always shifts a little bit. So I love that discovery when you're going out there trying to find the right settings. And then you come in, you study the data, you can see where the diff is a little bit too locked, and you're like, I have this late understeer in the apex of the corner. I know that's because my diff is too locked. And so there's a confidence and experience helps with that for sure. But I notice I do that a lot more than other drivers. But there's an optimum grip level for each corner and an optimum brake balance for each corner. So I can't do every single corner, but I like to do as many as I can.
You've driven Formula One cars, up-wheel cars, go-kart, NASCAR. You've driven so many different types of cars. Is there one that besides F1? I mean, I drove an F1 car. I know that's the most amazing car ever.
Which car did you drive?
I drove the Williams BMW from, I think it was 03.
Oh, it was a sick car.
So it had a lot of power.
Yeah,
a lot of
the
V10.
V10,
yes.
21,000 RPM.
By the way, I couldn't hear a thing. Couldn't hear what anybody was saying.
I bet, because it's the screaming. Yeah, but the best car otherwise I've driven, I love driving the NASCAR.
Yeah,
I really did.
At Watkins Glen.
Yeah, at Watkins Glen. What I like about it is I love manual. I'm really an oldie. I love a manual transmission, and that's something we don't have obviously in Formula One, and I wish that we did.
How about a car you've never driven before? Is there anything out there that you've seen, like Maybe, I don't know if you've driven a World Rally car or
I
maybe a
haven't.
sprint car.
Yeah, I haven't driven a rally car. That I would love. I do have a dune buggy, and I think I'd treat it like a rally car. So, but it's got no grip, so just wheel spinning a lot of the time. But what else? Honestly, I like motorbikes most. So MotoGP
Dirt
bikes.
Oh, MotoGP bikes.
MotoGP
Really?
bikes.
Did you ever get out on tracks? And
I've
you
been
might
out
not be
on-
able to tell us.
Yeah. I ride on the road, but I would love my dream is to drive a MotoGP bike one day.
Yeah,
But what
those
those
must
guys
be
do,
incredible, huh?
what those guys do is insane. The speeds they do, and also if you look at how they're braking, they keep the rear tire off the ground so you don't degrade the tire. It's insane.
I never understood why they have no rear tire on the ground.
Yeah,
braking.
it doesn't sound like a good idea, does
No,
it?
it doesn't look like a good idea.
No, but their skill level,
We
and
gotta
also
get-
that type of racing as well. They're so close. It's like go-karting. I love that formula of racing. You know, this wheel to wheel, shifting, swapping, and changing per corner.
Well, I was going to tell you that's why I never drove one.
Oh, really?
I knew I'd bust my butt.
Yeah, for sure.
well,
Especially as we're getting old now. So,
I know.
geez.
You're not old.
We're
Trust me. You get to my age, you're going to start feeling
Young
old.
as a bounce proof. We're not bounce proof anymore, are we?
No. I got to get you in a sprint car one day. Wing sprint car on dirt. I
bet that'd be
you
fun.
would absolutely love that.
When they're drifting?
Yes. I think Kevin Magnuson actually drove one this past week. He was
Really?
up in North Carolina with the Haas connection.
Yeah. Well, set something up, man. And I'll come. We'll make a big spectacle of it.
I
Have
tried to
fun.
get you on the go-kart track in Greece.
Oh, yeah, no.
Be glad you didn't. I stopped by there,
Really?
and it's the most dangerous go-kart
I
track
bet.
I've
Well, you
ever
showed me
been to.
pictures. So I was
There-
like,
there was the exit, like when you come off the last corner, fastest corner, goes straight onto pit road.
oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
I was thinking how that would be a terrible story. Lewis misses out on the 5th world title because he went out with Jeff Gordon on the worst go-kart track in Greece.
Late at night.
Yeah.
Hey, what a pleasure.
No,
I
pleasure's mine.
respect you for your driving, but I respect you even more for who you are on the inside.
Thank you, Jeff, and you, man.
Keep doing that.
God bless you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in to Around the Track. Visit axaltaracing.com or follow Axalta Racing on social media to find out when the next Around the Track episode will air.